Tune in.
This is your Friday Night Lights podcast, photo and entertainment, and Middle Georgia sales and services. Coke, don't worry about Pepsi.
I had to go see a man about a meal.
Look at here, look at here.
A-Town down.
And you better not lose.
Tune in.
Not so fast, my friend.
You better say it with your chest.
Come on now, shout it.
And you better not lose. And you better watch your mouth now.
I am a Lego.
Better shut your mouth.
Yes, I am. I don't mean to interrupt. Better say it with your chest. Let's get it.
And you better not lose.
What's going on, Pete?
What's happening with it?
Hi, guys.
Man? Is it Friday yet?
I know, right?
I'm ready for Friday to get here.
So we not the weaklings.
Facts.
Brand new season starts.
Yes, ma'am, it does. But all of those teams that were in weak regions and ran through those regions and looked real good, now you got to put up and shut up.
True that.
Well, you know what? I hear what you're saying. The thing is, everybody trying to go 5-0 right now.
That's the only thing you can do from this point forward. In order to hoist that trophy at the end of the year, you got to go 5-0.
Yep. That's the goal for a lot of folks. It's 5-0. And what the heck what am I looking at on my screen? Oh, he playing. Oh, that was cool. Okay. I see what you're doing. I see what you got going on there. Okay.
Be careful. You don't want to have your extracurricular activity pop up on the screen.
I know, right? Definitely don't want that browser history to pop up.
Yes, sir.
You won't see nothing but Bible quotes. Ain't that right, EP?
Might be on EP screen, but we know what our sister screen look like.
But and we're gonna stop. Can we stop it right there?
Put long subs and all.
You so disrespectful.
I'm just saying.
Well, you're a bad human being.
12orbetter.com and stuff.
You see what I'm saying? It's so disrespectful. That's okay. I'm above all of that.
I love you though.
I cannot tell, not tonight, but that's
Sister
okay.
cousin. I love you, sister cousin.
Well, hey, real fast. I don't know if he's watching. There's a particular guy that's posting on our page right now by the name of Jeffrey Murray. Jeffrey Murray, I would love for you to come on and, teach us about some South Georgia football right now.
Clock is ticking, Mr. Murray. Your invitation has been extended.
I'm like, cause I'm sitting here and I'm viewing these comments, and he's trying to go in on the Friday Night Lights football page. He started, somebody posted, don't worry about Dooley won't make it out of Vienna, got Jenkins effed up. And then all of a sudden he just jumped in and he's like, Joe Cole is overrated. He was like, who is your team, fool? Well, fool, who is your team? He's like, you don't know about South Georgia football? Well, come on the podcast and teach us about some South Georgia football. Come on here and say it with your chest real fast for us, so we can learn a thing or two, since we don't know nothing. But with all that being said, I'm sorry for interrupting what y'all was talking about. It was a distraction for me. I just had to put it out there. So Once again, Mr. Jeffrey Murray, we're calling you out to come on to our podcast right now. We're gonna see what he do, but I doubt if he does anything. But other than that, everybody good?
Yes, I've been talking and didn't realize it. Yes.
Okay, I thought it was me because it got mighty quiet.
Yes, I just been talking. Yes, I'm much better than I was Monday night. Yes, much better.
Cool. Bet. Sounds good to me. Not Dro, I know he busy right now. Yo, you good, man?
I'm good, bro. I had a hell of a day, but I worked through it.
Now, before we go any further, I do want to say congratulations to our sister Shakira, old Tommyville. Congratulations on your new
Thomasville.
bundle of joy.
Yes,
Congratulations to you on your new bundle of joy.
Future
Glad to
dog.
Okay.
yeah, nephew.
Welcome.
Nephew made a surprise entrance into this world
He sure did on his own terms.
on his
The way
own
he
turn.
We're gonna let her tell the story on that one.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, she got to relate it out. All I know, 2, 3, he was scared to go outside, but he came on out.
Yes. Yes, he did, and I'm very happy for her. Congratulations, mom, pop, baby sister. Congratulations. I love new nephews. I'm getting another one in a couple of weeks. I'm so excited.
Anytime now.
Yes, I'm excited about that.
Oh yeah, so is, ain't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I can get to that one a little quicker. I'm gonna wait a couple of months, RSV and all that stuff out. But I ain't getting
Don't
nobody.
worry about it. I think instead of cigars and drinks, I think I'm gonna be doing Pampers and wipes off of the Wizards' money.
You know what? Speaking of that, man, the Wizards want to make sure y'all understand that those wins that y'all accumulated during the regular season, it's just like these football teams in the playoffs. It got reset. Everybody has 0.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh man, too funny.
And understand, come Friday, Saturday night, when your team lose, if your team so happen to be the team that take that L, that will be your exit stage left song. We will be telling you, good night.
Go on and play basketball.
Go on and get your basketball team together. Practice some layup drills.
What did it say? Go on and start waxing the basketball coat.
Yes, sir.
Basketball is my favorite sport.
There you go, Curtis Blow time.
All right, EP, you gotta download that song. You gotta download that hook in that song. That's what it is. Download the hook in that song.
We're playing basketball.
Yep. I did that. I did that. I played that for Appleton County last year because they started picking at Peach because they were playing basketball. I said, "Don't worry, you join us in the gym next week." They didn't believe me. Oh, and when they lost, I queued it up.
What time we at? Oh, 7:15. All right, we got about 4 more minutes. Cause man, we got some things to wrap. Has Danny Jones shown his face yet?
I do not see Danny. Hey, Mama, how are you? You feeling okay? How's nephew? Is anybody's game changing due to tropical storm Nicole? Hey J Bo.
We haven't heard yet. Have not heard anything yet.
But I did hear that there will be some high intense winds on
30 miles.
Friday in
Mm-hmm.
about the 30 to 35 miles per hour range.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Hmm.
hope a lot of y'all teams got your run games ready.
Yep. Because you
Everybody
definitely
good, little sis. How about you and nephew and the fam?
y'all doing okay. You good. We're good. I think I said okay. I said hey to Kendrick. Hey uh Javon. Hey Jeremy. Hey Paris. Hey Mitch. How are you all? Some of y'all are new. I don't know you. Hey Darwin.
That's good. We enjoy y'all for listening. Chime in, tell a friend.
Yeah, thanks.
Look,
Every
and
Mondays and Wednesdays. And some special occasions, we give you some Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Hey
yeah,
Rebecca, how are you?
and let us know where you're from. Let us know where you're from.
Yes, let us know where you're from. Because some of y'all are new to me. I know I've been off a little bit, you know.
I don't mean
But
to interrupt you.
Heck no.
Okay, we got a Ware County Gator in the house, Miss Rebecca.
okay, Ware County. All
Number
right.
one team. Ware County is my pick to win 5A this year, Miss Rebecca. We hope y'all do well.
15 and 0 now. Y'all are 10 and 0 in the season. All right, Thomas County Central. I mean, big ups to you all because not only did you go from quad A with a terrible record, you got a brand new coach, skip not one, skip one, not one, but two classifications, and you were not picked to win your region, but you've done it. You took down a perennial powerhouse in the process because your region wasn't very easy, but y'all did it. So big ups to you. So
Hey,
we'll
babe, I don't mean to interrupt you,
oh god,
but I like to toot my own horn sometimes. So toot, cause if y'all check the receipts, I
you
did
did.
say TCC will be a problem this year. I did watch
Mhm.
them in the spring game come up and scrimmage against Perry, and I called TCC being a problem this year. Now, did I think they would go 10-0 in region champs? No, I didn't. I thought they would be number two in their region.
Mhm.
So I'll toot my horn there a little bit, just a little bit.
All right, I'm gonna pat you on the back. Let's see. Jeremy says, "Auntie, can come to our game so we can give you something to see. Then go watch our Trojans on Saturday. Are you gonna be in Baxley? If you are, no.
I
I got
love it.
I got to see
I
a midnight
love it.
Friday morning, so no, that won't
I
happen.
love it. You are a
Mm-mm-mm.
Jeremy. You are a how can I say this? We're gonna leave that alone. Just say, Jeremy, she don't want to be around you, man. We, we tried to welcome you in the family, Jeremy, but you trolled your way right on through there. So we're gonna let
Every
you be where
time.
you at.
He
Hey,
does it
kid.
every time. Jeremy does it every time.
He does, so I can see it, so we can see a real. Okay, darling. Bless
Hey,
your
little
heart.
sis. You know I've been rooting Thomasville all year, also. But I'm gonna tell you, I hope they had a game plan together against Jackson. It's not gonna be a cakewalk like a lot of people think with that Thomasville Jackson game. I
Mhm.
do look for Thomasville to pull that out, but I'm just hoping they don't go in slipping and underestimate Jackson.
I don't think they will. I don't think they will. Um, so we'll see. But I don't think they will. I don't think there'll be a whole lot of upsets. I know there're gonna be some, but I don't think there'll be a whole lot of upsets this first round.
Nah, it's gonna be You know what? I'm gonna let the Wizards talk on that one because we see a couple that could happen. I'm gonna let the Wizards talk on that one.
Are you talking about? I was talking about from up through 3A.
I'm talking about through all classifications.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna let the Wizards talk on that one here in a few minutes once after commercial break.
And
But
after he
yeah.
get through drinking the green stuff, he drinking green or purple tonight.
Yeah, man, it's Wednesday. He on green. He,
Hey,
he
real
said,
quick, man. Real quick, not to interrupt you, but shout out my boys out of Perry, Georgia, man. Eddie and Mike checking us out on YouTube tonight.
All right.
Yeah, Eddie it's known. Everybody know if I'm not watching the Peach County Trojans, I am watching Perry Panther this Friday. So yes, I'll let it be known to the world. This Peach County Trojan fan will be in attendance to watch Perry Panthers.
Bet not lose.
You better not lose. Mo, can I get some of that, please, for my YouTube listeners?
Yeah, which one did I meet? Eddie or Mike? I can't remember.
You met Ed over in Vineville that day?
Yeah.
That's Eddie.
What's up, Eddie?
So let me think. Anything happened else, in the world of sports today, or since Monday? Has anything happened in the world of sports since Monday besides some coaches getting fired here and there? Besides
Uh,
the coach firing coaches, we have some high school coaches leave. We got 9 openings in high school right now.
okay.
But
Well, not high school. I was thinking college. The new college football playoff rankings came out yesterday, and it was as most people anticipated. Um, with Georgia at number 1 and Ohio State and Michigan State, and then TCU rounding out number 4. Although they probably will not stay there. They got a big game against Texas, and then they got to play Baylor, and then they got to play one of them in the championship. So I don't see them winning out. So
Sis, I think you missed the show when we were speaking on TCU. For one, I don't see anybody in the Big 12 stopping TCU right now. So I think they do dance their way into the playoffs. My issue and the only thing I talked about was the fact that either Tennessee or two-loss Alabama can kind of worm their way back into the playoffs, considering Ohio State and Michigan has to play. And I, for some reason, just believe the committee will take a two-loss Alabama or a one-loss Tennessee over a one-loss Michigan or a one-loss Ohio State. So I think you see Georgia. I think you see either Ohio State or Michigan. I think you see Tennessee. And then I think TCU. And then I think Tennessee or either a two-loss Alabama worm their way back into it.
I just don't see how Alabama, because they're number 10, and for them to get in over Tennessee, first of all, they would have to LSU would have to lose both of their SEC games, and Ole Miss would have to lose again, and then they'd have to make it to the SEC championship. I don't see Alabama getting back there without being in the SEC championship, not over Tennessee. I just don't see that. But you're right. Stranger things have happened.
And we're forgetting who we're speaking on, because let's be real. I said it once before when Alabama lost to Tennessee and was at number 6. I remember saying that I knew 7 teams that was better. Now, my only thing on that hiccup that I was just speaking of is Oregon, who has wormed their way back into a number 5 or 6 position after that loss to Georgia. Now, I love it because it makes Georgia look real good to beat Oregon the way that they did. I think Oregon in the Big 12, I'm sorry, the Pac-12 championship will probably have problems with the likes of a UCLA, USC, or whoever they may face.
Mm-hmm.
Already taken down Utah. But again, I think Oregon will play themselves out, which they have an easy road to getting into the playoffs. I think you get Ohio State or Michigan. This may be the first year where you have a representative from um, each class except for the ACC.
Yeah, ACC is done. Candyman, Alabama's not number 7. Alabama's number 9. And Clemson is number 10. They are totally done. We can all agree that Clemson is done.
Yep.
Um,
Clemson was done several weeks ago.
several weeks ago. So, yeah, TCU shouldn't be number 4, but you got at this point there's nothing to keep them out. You know what I mean? And I honestly, I'm not sure that they're going to go into Austin on Saturday and win. I just think something is going to happen. I don't think TCU will be there. I think Tennessee would be there. LSU might, if, and that's a big if, they can beat Georgia in the SEC championship.
Well, that if just went out the door.
That's done. You know, so yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I just know who's gonna be there, whether they lose or not.
Them dogs.
Them dogs. So
For a show.
So that's why, like I said earlier, when you think about it, you're gonna have one of the Big Ten teams, either Michigan or Ohio State, the winner of that game.
mm-hmm.
You're gonna have Georgia. Okay. Now the way it's set up in those brackets, do you take a one-loss Tennessee over that one-loss Oregon? Or
It all depends. Hold on now. Here's my thing with Oregon. Oregon should be playing USC in the Pac-12 championship, right?
Or
well, I
UCLA.
don't know. I think UCLA probably
No.
edged
Well,
them out.
oh, you think UCLA is gonna win the Pac-12?
They have their resume at this point is better than USC's in my opinion. I mean,
Yeah,
as far
A whole lot better.
but have you seen USC play?
I have not.
Put the eye test on.
Yes.
Utes. I did. I saw them play the Utes. I did.
So you mean to tell me with them basically running Oklahoma's offense from last year? Lincoln Riley, you got the same quarterback, you got some receivers out there. You don't see USC beating UCLA?
Well, we'll find out. I don't think so.
Because they playing soon. I know they play soon.
Again, Caleb Williams.
Couple of weeks.
I mean, Caleb Williams is playing out his mind.
yeah.
Caleb Williams is that pressure. I think he may be definitely in the top 3 quarterbacks in the college football right now. So you can't put anything past USC. They got fast receivers like always, a great running back. We know this. But UCLA is playing some sound ball. UCLA resume looks a lot better. They beat 2 top 25 teams where USC has beat none. So I still like UCLA to possibly pull an upset. And I know Oregon is going to be Oregon. I like Oregon to get into the playoffs. If it was me on the committee, give me Georgia, the winner of the Michigan and Ohio State game, TCU, and Oregon. And that'll be my top 4.
I don't mean to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Tune in.
Yeah. Checking in one time for your mind.
Every
Stay
Monday,
tuned for your Friday
Wednesday,
night lights.
Friday
Monday,
night.
Wednesday night.
Who? Oh, hey, Mr. Wizard. I guess he got some. Libations in his mouth. Who is that in the middle?
Is that Evelyn County? I see some red.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
Oh
I should have
wow!
known.
What's up, Jeremy? How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm just waiting for the game Friday.
Oh, okay. You excited? Who y'all playing now?
Washington County.
All right. You playing the Hawks. They got to travel to Baxley. Well, good luck. Better not lose.
Hey, Robert Edwards told me to tell y'all something, man, but I'm going to just let him show y'all on Friday.
Yeah, that's right, Oscar. Michigan or Ohio State still have to play each other, so one of them has to go. And I don't want to see Michigan in the playoffs again this year after how my dogs did them last year. But it's a different year. I don't care who we play, who the dogs play. They're gonna handle business, I do believe. Pac-12 doesn't have divisions anymore. I thought they don't have a championship game.
No, but USC does play UCLA on the 19th.
Yeah, I knew it was in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I think the Pac-12 is doing like the Big 12 now. They don't have divisions. They just take the top two teams and play in a championship game.
Okay, that's what I thought. I knew it was going to be a championship game, but one of them is probably going to play Oregon, because right now Oregon is undefeated in the Pac-12, and then UCLA or USC is going to have a loss, right? So,
yep.
Okay. Well, we'll see. And then, but how can you justify Oregon getting in before Tennessee? They lost by 46 points.
Yes, but Oregon gonna possibly be a conference champion, and Tennessee's not. That has to be factored in also.
Gotcha. I'm just glad it's not. I'm just glad I don't have to make these decisions, and I'm glad it's gonna eventually be a 12-team playoff. So, because this is just too much sugar for a nickel for me. Okay. Well, we have a guest in the house. Our resident wizard has joined the chat.
Yeah, can y'all hear me? Because I'm having some technical difficulties over here. I don't know what's going on.
Just fine, Mr. Wizard.
That's what happened when you go in the basement and drink that stomp, Mr. Wizard.
Can y'all hear me?
We got you.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all. My problem is this damn T-Mobile home internet ain't working like it's supposed to.
Well, we're sorry.
Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to do it like this. As long as y'all can hear me and EP can do his job, we can make this thing happen.
EP, you down?
So, what we're going to do is get started with my picks for the week. If EP got me queued up, we can get started with the picks on the week, on my predictions for this week for the AJC top 10. Because I don't know what just happened to my computer. I tell you, man, I got this thing from Moses, man. It ain't been acting right since.
Hey, don't do Moses. He got a lot of stuff to deal with. He got to deal with them Hebrew, the Israelites. They're very stubborn. So he got a lot on his head. He got a lot on his mind. Don't do Moses.
Well, let me see. I'm waiting for him to bring. If EP can bring it up on the screen for me, we can run it down.
Okay. In the meantime, I'm going to look at these comments. Georgia and Tennessee are the best teams out there.
And Georgia and Tennessee, the best teams out there. What?
In college football, that according to Jamar.
No, not Tennessee. You can throw anybody else in there but Tennessee.
I think Tennessee would beat Michigan or Ohio State. Well, no, never mind. That defense suspect. All right, so you see the screen, Mr. Wizard?
Let me see. Is it updated? Oh, there it go. Well, let's go back to let's start off with single A D2. Bring up the one for single A D2. We're gonna start off there and work our way up.
Okay. So I would like to see Tennessee and Ohio State play too, Cody. I think that would be a good one. Who else could stop that offense besides Georgia? I mean, they could take. Well, you have to have the personnel, but they could take a They could look at Georgia, what Georgia did, and try to emulate it. They just don't have the, you know. I don't know what Michigan would do. I mean, their schedule just they play the Sisters of the Blind, Poor, and the Deaf. I need to see them play some stiff competition. All right, Mr. Wizard's ready.
You say the Sisters of the Blind. All right. We'll start off with D1. That's fine. D1 is fine with me. So this week in D1, this is what I'm projecting. So I'm looking at everybody in the top 10 in D1 to handle business with the exception of number 10, Bleckley County. I do expect Bleckley County to be upset somewhat by Brooks County. I don't see it as an upset, but I do see them falling out of the playoffs in the first round.
Which would be such a disappointment because they really are loaded.
I know, right? But first they drew the luck of the straw. You know, they got that short straw. So they got to go. I'm sorry. Brooks County gonna put it on them, make a statement in the first round, and put the single A D1 on notice. All right. Okay. D2. Number 8, Lincoln County. I laugh at that because they got a bye. It's the funniest thing to me.
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah, Lincoln County got a bye. Yeah, Lincoln County got a bye this week. Because there is no team in that one region that they're supposed to be playing.
There are only 3 teams in their region?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh, you know what, EP? I'm good to go over here. I'm good to go.
Yeah, thank y'all for holding in while we hammer some things out with technical difficulties. We appreciate you.
At least I thought I was. I got everything back up and running. Y'all can still hear me, right?
We can definitely hear you.
All right. Let me see. I'm hoping my browser history don't show
up. I
don't
do
be
too.
Laughing at me like that. Don't laugh at me like that, woman. I'm dead serious. My browser.
Orientalexpress.com.
Man, my browser history show up. I'm going to jail.
xxnx.com.
Mm-hmm.
How you know
that's my site though.
How you know about that though? How you know about that though?
How I know about what? Because I have brothers.
Oh, okay. Brothers.
That's what it is. Oh, okay. And you're gonna stick with that, right?
Yeah, Magic Mike and Jimmy Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah, that's it. Mind your business, otherwise.
Bet. All right, from what I can tell over here, y'all should be able to see the screen, right?
No.
No.
We see nothing.
No? What? From what I can tell.
All right, go ahead. There it is. That's D2.
Okay. All right, D2. As I was saying in D2, I expect everybody in D2 to handle business this weekend. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't see any upsets or anything happening with the top 10. I expect to go a perfect 9-0 with the exception of Lincoln County. Like I said, Lincoln County is on the bye because I think they're playing Region 3, and Region 3 only has 3 teams, so they looked up and got a bye. All right. Once we already spoke about D1. So
I didn't see it though. It didn't stay up there long. Let me look at it.
Oh,
so
D1?
the only upset that you see is
in the top 10 is I expect number 10 Bleckley County to lose to Brooks County this weekend.
Okay, so that's not really an upset, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, somebody's falling out the top 10 this weekend.
I got you. And Brooks has to travel to Blakely.
No, Blakely is coming to Brooks. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure.
Because I know that are Brooks and Irwin in the same region.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm about to tell you. I gotta grab my handy dandy notebook.
Okay.
What are we talking? 1B1? Yeah.
Your spell book.
Yeah, my spell book.
Okay.
So who's going to? Yeah, Blakely comes to Brooks because Brooks is the number 2 seed. Blakely County is the number 3 seed. So
really?
Blakely is traveling to Brooks.
What happened to Blakely? I didn't know they were number 3. Okay, I thought they were number 2.
Nah,
okay.
2 seed, 3 seed. I'm sorry. All right. I went too fast. 2A. For the most part, I expect 2A to handle business. I do see an upset at 2A this weekend. I'm predicting it. Mark this time. This is my receipt. Columbia upsets North Cobb Christian.
So it is Wednesday. It's Wednesday, November the 9th at 7:42 p.m. You are saying
Columbia will upset North Cobb, number 10, North Cobb Christian in the first round.
Okay.
And that will knock out. Let me make sure I got this correct. Now, keep in mind, this is a 2-3 matchup, okay? In the first round, in the top left quadrant. So I'm predicting Columbia to beat North Cobb Christian to play Rockmart in the second round.
Okay. Your collection of Damar says Berrien will beat Spence.
Berrien will beat Spencer. And you know what? As the Wizard, I can ride with you on that. I ride with you on that one.
Well, you're not gonna ride far. You're not gonna ride far on that prediction. I broke this down with my brackets and I explained why Berrien would not beat Spencer. So I know a lot of people from the South East Georgia area think that might be a game, but I can guarantee Berrien will not beat Spencer.
We shall see. Let me see. 2A play Friday. We shall see Friday.
Okay, so Yo said this on November the 9th at 7:43 p.m. Okay,
that's the receipt, and the backside of that receipt is the Wizard predicts Berrien will beat Spencer.
What about that Toombs and Putnam game?
Putnam by 100.
Yep. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. When the hell y'all keep getting Toombs from? I thought it was Temple.
Nah, it's Toombs.
Well, it's gonna be Putnam regardless.
What do I say?
I don't think it will.
All right, well, go fill out your bracket then. Go fill out your bracket and see if you can beat the Wizard for this week.
He's not in the top 5. I thought it was just the top 5 that were doing that.
Well, top 5 is the only one up for the money, but everyone can still play.
Oh,
but
okay.
Let's check his receipt. Let's see this right here. So, Jeremy, who you have winning 2A?
Apple.
You see why his receipts are no good?
Okay, that's November 9th at 7:44 p.m. Am I crazy? I don't see Toombs County or Putnam County. Am I looking?
No, I got Putnam playing Temple. That's why I keep trying to figure out where the hell Toombs keep coming from.
I don't see Toombs or Putnam. Am I in the wrong?
In the bracket, it had Toombs playing Putnam.
Oh, this is the top 10. Okay.
Okay. Well, hold on. I'm finna pull the bracket up from the AJC because I got the A. Let me pull the bracket. Let me check my receipt. Where the bracket is at from the
Y'all confusing
I don't see that one.
And why are you shooting at? Well, who you shooting at, EP?
I know, right? EP just shooting at folks right now, man. Oh, that's some Pirates. Oh, that's some Pirates shooting across the bow. That's what it is. You're right, Jeremy. It is Toombs, not Temple. Yeah, we got the wrong team on that. It is Toombs, not Temple.
So you're saying Berrien is battle tested, Damar. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
All right. Well, we're gonna see.
Berrien played in the region with Applin and Pierce. Am I correct? Jeremy, do you know your region?
What was that?
Isn't Berrien in your region?
They're in the region
Nah,
with
they're
Dodge
not in our
County.
region.
They're in the region with Dodge County, whichever region that is. I think it's Cook and
No, yeah, Barry is in the region with Fitzgerald. In
Oh yeah,
region one,
Fitzgerald,
Fitzgerald, Cook, Worth,
Worth,
Dodge, and Barry.
Cook, and Berrien and Dodge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're battle tested as a 3 seed, which means your top 2 seeds, Cook.
And Fitzgerald.
Oh no, Berrien is Cook and Fitzgerald beat you. I don't consider you being battle tested as a 3rd seed. Battle tested is going up against the tough opponents and winning.
Well, did you play them close at least? Were they blowouts? Were they close? I mean, I can give you credit in a loss if you.
They got 3 losses in their region because they're a 4 seed.
Well, understand.
I don't know if it's Dodge.
Hold on. Barry lost to Worth County
and Fitzgerald.
And Fitzgerald. That's what they lost.
So you're a 4 seed. So you got 3 losses in your region. And you call that being battle tested? Okay, so guess what? Spencer shut down a high-power ace charter offense, averaging running up about 45 points a game. Spencer, I think, held them to less than 10 points. Spencer contained, I'll say he had 200 yards or whatever. The top rusher in the state, he had 200 yards. That kid is awesome. Yet and still, they lost the game 14-13. Make it make sense to me. I don't see how a kid had over 200-yard rushing and you can only put 13 points on the board. I wasn't there. I didn't see the game. But checking stats, that don't make any sense to me. Spencer will be well prepared, and there's no way Berrien County beat them.
We shall see Friday night.
The only reason they got the 4 seed is because they beat Dodge. That's how Dodge was.
Exactly.
Yep. All right. Moving on. 3A. I expect everybody in the top 10 in 3A to handle business this weekend. You see the scores on the screen. I don't see anybody playing a close game. Blowouts all over the place. Nobody within 14 points of anybody in 3A. And that includes the game going on down there in Fort Valley. Not within 4. It's going to be more than a 14-point victory. So, yes, Cordell. Yes, Cordell, I'm saying you're going to lose by 21.
What's up, people? What's going on?
Hey, bro.
So, I ain't going to ponder on 3A because we got more things to get to tonight.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 4A. The only top 10 team that I expect, actually 2 top 10 teams I expect to lose in 4A this weekend is number 8 Burke County. I expect them to lose to number 10 LaGrange, and I expect number 9 Whitewater to lose to number 4 Benedict. Other than that, everybody else in the top 10 can handle business accordingly.
Okay.
Anybody on the panel disagree with me on the Burke County and the Whitewater game?
Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jeff.
No, go ahead.
That Burke County LaGrange game would go either way. I like how that it's just a 3-point difference.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Burke County pulled that out.
And I'm with you on that. Burke County has surprised us this season. LaGrange popped up out of got back on the scene late in the season. So with a 3-point game, it could go either way. But I'm gonna get an edge to LaGrange.
I got a surprise. I got a surprise in 4A.
Who you got?
I got a surprise in 4A.
Oh, you know what? Hold that thought until we get to the brackets then.
LaGrange is coming off a high. They beat their rival Troup County, and I think that kind of ruined their perfect season. Wasn't Troup County undefeated going into that game?
Yeah, I think they would.
So they're riding a high. So, like you said, Dro, it could go either way, but I wouldn't. Who has a home field at Manning?
LaGrange.
Yeah.
I mean,
True.
Like, yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. LaGrange would be the 2 seed. Burke being the 3.
Okay.
Yeah, it don't matter where that game played at. I still think it'd go either way. But I mean, don't get me wrong. If it's at LaGrange, that will be a tough task because it's always hard to win over there.
Yes.
You know, are they still using Callaway Stadium?
Good question. Good question.
It's
Yeah,
been
it's hard to win over there. Believe it. We know.
We definitely know. Who is Coach Parker Morris? Who they talking about? If Coach Parker shows up, they win.
That's Burt County coach, ain't it?
Oh,
yes,
okay.
the one that suffered
The heart. Okay.
the hardest. Yeah, my surprise is it's not. It don't have to go to the brackets. It just need to be said right now. I wouldn't be surprised if Shaw upset Perry.
What?
I don't know, man. That don't sound right. Because where is Shaw working with this year?
Shaw.
I wouldn't be surprised if Shaw upset Perry.
You realize you a Lego hater and a Panther hater. Change your name from Lego hater to Panther hater, please.
if you had said Spencer, I'd probably like, all right, I can see that.
Hey, you just hate cats, don't you? You just hate all kind of cats.
He don't like Perry. He do not like Perry. That's all that.
No.
My
Shout out
thing is, how you gonna say that? How you gonna say that when you sit up here looking at Shaw won by 4 points over Hardaway?
No, man, that was just a shot. That was just a shot at my folks, man. That's why I said we ain't gotta take that to the brackets because I know better than that. But you know,
Cody, he not crazy for real. He just talk crazy.
All right, he just talking crazy. Okay, we're gonna leave it at that. All right, we're gonna move on to 4A. 4A.
5A.
Oh no, I went too fast. Oh, I don't know what 4A at. Oh, there we go. 4A. Oh, we already did that. Huh?
Yeah, we did that.
Well, see, man, y'all got me losing my mind around here.
I'm trying to keep you on task.
I know. 5A. Okay, 5A. 5A, a top 10. I expect everybody in the top 10 to handle business this weekend. I expect to go a perfect 10-0 in 5A.
Come on, Eastside.
You think Eastside gonna be Calhoun?
No, that's just wishful thinking. I don't like anything out of Calhoun.
Okay.
Calhoun left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. It ain't just Peach County. I mean, it's yeah. Go East Side. Go East
Side.
Oh,
I mean, it's really.
Don't call me back, man.
Call Joe Clark and Mr. Sam now. Let's see if we can get the school song on that one right there, man.
That's right, Darwin. Calhoun can kick rock barefoot. They sure.
I know ain't nobody got no love for Calhoun on this panel.
You have to experience them. I mean, it's not just us. You could ask anybody who's ever traveled to Calhoun, any visitor, regardless, and they will tell you the same thing. One time I read a whole thread of just horror stories. Not even a high school, but even little league recreation. It's just a terrible. And one of my classmates lives up there, and he's like, yeah, they're terrible.
Now, didn't they get someone game or two right before they got Peach in that championship game?
Cedar Grove?
Yeah, they got Cedar Grove. That's who it was.
And they got. You want me to tell you why they got Cedar Grove? Because man, Cedar Grove could not cover that tight end they had that year.
No. I'm talking about they got you. I'm not talking about beating you. They got you.
Yeah, they got us because Cedar Grove could not cover that tight end. They ran the same play on Cedar Grove umpteen million times, and Cedar Grove would never cover that tight end.
Eastside, Morris Shield. Eastside out. They're not talking about Eastside out of
Covington.
Okay, all right. I know a little bit about Covington.
Remember Peach County and Eastside played a classic playoff game a few years ago? Well, probably been longer than a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I know exactly where it is. It's not far from. I used to go over to their. Believe it or not, I used to go over to their track sometime. But yeah.
All right. 6-8. I am expecting Brunswick to fall out of the playoffs this week. The losing round one to Houston County.
10-0 Brunswick.
Yep.
Let me say something about that game. I wouldn't be surprised because Hoko is not an ordinary 4 seed. Normally when you think about a 4 seed, you just think about a team that gonna get ran off the field in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Hoko has the capability to do exactly what the predicted score says. You know, that game, that's another game that could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
But I expect that outstanding quarterback, you know, to play as hard out, you know, because that's to ask Hoko to go on the road to Brunswick and win that game. Now that's tough.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna put it like this. We're gonna get more into this when we bring the bracket up. But all I'm saying is Brunswick. Who have you played? I'm gonna leave it at that for the time being.
Okay.
And real quick, Mr. Wizard, I know you're trying to move on, but let's be real. In the entire state of Georgia, that's the toughest region this year, where you got north side of Warner Robins, Hoko, Veterans, Tiff County, Lee County, and Thomas County Central. I don't think a region was as tough as that region. So Hoko going in as a 4 seed, where if you put them in pretty much any other region besides that school up there in Fairburn, Georgia, they got a shot to win the region.
Exactly. That's why I say I ain't want to get into it until we got into the break. But this is my prediction. Hoko upsets Brunswick.
They have the offense to do it. I know that much.
All right. So we ain't gonna punt on this because we got some things we got to get to tonight. 7-8. I'm talking to a lot of Valdosta fans this past week. These Valdosta fans really think that Valdosta can go on the road 5 weeks in a row and win a state championship. And hold on, wait. Let me finish. And you know what? I'm gonna stop it right there.
Because we're gonna talk about doing the brackets.
Because I'm gonna talk about when I get to the Valdosta. You get upset in the first round. You're out the playoffs in the first round against Westlake. That's my upset. Or I'm not gonna say upset, but that's my top 10 team in 7-8 losing in the first round. Is Valdosta to Westlake. Valdosta, you will lose to Westlake. And I'm gonna expand more on it when we get to the bracket.
Okay.
Good stuff, Mr. Wizard. Good stuff.
Thank you, Mr. Wizard.
Oh, the Wizard ain't finished now. So the Wizard the Wizard is juiced up and ready to go tonight. All right, so the Friday Night Light podcast pick for round 1. We got the form on the link out there for you to submit your pick'ems. We got our top 4 candidates from the regular season playing for $50, which I'm sorry to say you ain't gonna get out my pocket unless you pick the same way I pick. But this is what's on the pick'em for round 1. You got Brooks County at Blakely, North Cobb playing Columbia, LaGrange playing Burke, Brunswick playing Houston County, Stevenson playing Pace, Jenkins playing Dooley, Treon playing Commerce, Dawson playing Monroe area, Chamblee playing McIntosh, Westlake playing Valdosta, and the tiebreaker for the week is how many points will Hughes score against River Ridge.
I'm saying they're gonna have to put about 3 or 4 scoreboards up to keep Hughes score against River Ridge.
I feel you on that.
They're gonna be busting clocks after clocks after clocks.
I might go up there and ask Coach, can I get a
spin? Put you in at quarterback.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the pick'ems for round 1 for this week. As we always do for the pick'ems, we try and select 10 games from the top 10, the AJC top 10. If not, then I dig through and find 10 games plus a tiebreaker. So you got till Friday at 6 p.m. to get your brackets in for your pick'ems. All right, Friday 6 p.m. The pick'ems will be shut down for the weekend. All right, with that being said, are y'all ready to rock and roll into what I predict for the bracket?
Let's get it.
All right, we're going to start with the top. We're going to start off in 4A. The top portion of the bracket for 4A. I don't care how you spend it and where you're from.
Cedartown.
Cedartown and Benedictine is going to the championship.
That's gonna be a good game.
Now, with that being said, I know Bainbridge got some things to say about that. Bainbridge is gonna feel a certain way. Truth is gonna feel a certain way about it. But at the end of the day, Bainbridge, Truth, and Perry, I need for you to be honest with yourself. Match your team up against Cedartown and Benedictine and tell me how you really think your team is going to play.
Okay, can I comment on that, sir?
Please do.
I say this as a football fan. If Perry Panthers in the quarterfinals beat North Oconee, Perry Panthers will be playing for the championship. I like Perry against Cedartown, Bainbridge, anybody in that top left quadrant. I like Perry over them. The only matchup issue I see with Perry in that bracket of 4A is North Oconee.
And what's the key factor? The key factor in all quarterfinals and semifinals is that coin flip.
Coin flip.
So keep that in mind as we continue throughout the night. All we're going to say is coin flip. Because a lot of quarterfinals and semifinal games are going to be determined by the coin flip. Now, with my bracket, do keep in mind, I am portraying these teams on a neutral field, not at home because I have no idea what a home game is going to be. So the only thing I can do is put them on a neutral field. Who do I think will win on a neutral field? On a neutral field, I see Cedartown beating Perry. I see Benedictine beating Truth. And at the end of the day, once again, we know the state championship game is on a neutral field. I don't know whatever Cedartown got in the water up there. It's gonna override what Benedictine put in their Gatorade.
Now, Daniel James in the comments has said Benedictine won't make it past Stockbridge in the third round.
How do you figure
Daniel,
that?
Can you give us can you type in what your rationale is behind that, please?
You ain't lying. I got to understand that one.
And better yet, tell us where you from, where you repping, Daniel, because I think you might be homebred Stockbridge.
Well,
with that analysis.
And welcome.
Oh, real quick, I got a YouTube question for you, Mr. Wilson.
Okay.
You seen these teams in 4A play, calling Cedartown and Benedictine, or are you just going off of media hype?
I'm going off of eye test.
Well, what's up, Brandon? Joe, your buddy's here.
Oh Brandon I see Slack down now. Matter of fact, I agree with Slack. I don't know what Wizard talking about. Wizard just like to hear himself talk. Man, putting Benedictine in the state championship game. Yeah, I just like listening to him. You know, he better. You know, they make it. They don't. But I kind of agree with Slack on that. Benedictine like they have been in recent years. That's just my opinion.
How you figure that though? Explain to me how you feel Benedictine at the same as years past.
They haven't been that dominant this year, not to me.
Okay. I think the team killing. Cedartown, North Oconee, Perry, you got all of them on the left side of the bracket, which makes it a whole lot easier for Benedictine on the right side.
Okay,
I don't know if they'll make it to the state championship, but it's easier. It got an easier road than anybody to make it.
All right. Here's Benedictine's resume for the year. All right. How do y'all feel about and I need y'all honest opinion. How do y'all feel about Jenkins County?
Who?
Jenkins Nothing. County. Who? Nothing.
That's fine. How do you feel about Ware County?
Who?
Ware County.
L5A?
Okay, that's a good win. Did they beat Ware?
They didn't beat Ware.
Yeah. No,
they didn't beat
Ware.
Yes.
No, hold on. I just need for y'all to roll with me on this, okay?
Okay.
How do you feel about Burke County?
They're pretty solid.
Decent.
How you feel about Wayne County?
Decent. Wayne a second seed in their region. They decent.
Now, this is what I'm saying. That's two out of those teams. 2-1. Out of those three teams, they went 2-1. They lost to Ware County 14-10. All right. What I'm saying is, Benedictine is not no slouch. They are those kids at that school. They play what we call fundamentally sound football.
Okay, that's all well and good, but I mean, if you look at their schedule outside of those teams that you name, they really ain't played nobody.
We know the region is weak. We know their region is weak. All right, I can't even talk about Florida.
And you have to also take in consideration Cedartown's schedule also. Now, I know Cedartown has looked impressive against the schedule, but again, I don't think I can beat Perry this year.
All right.
I think Cedartown, Perry.
Hold on. Well, hold on now. Wait. Hold on now. You're talking about teams on the opposite side of the bracket. Keep in mind, I don't have Benedictine winning the state championship because when you look at Cedartown's resume, you cannot dispute. How you feel about Rockmart?
Rockmart is a 2A school.
No, but still, we know Rockmart from being in 3A.
Rockmart came up to 3A for 2 years and went back down to 2A. They don't hold no weight in 3A.
No. Oh, they don't? Okay, all right. Okay.
Other than that, they had a great quarterback.
That ain't what y'all saying.
I'm looking at Cedartown schedule right now. They ain't playing nobody neither.
Hold on. I'm finna get to that. Hold on, though. Give me a chance. How you feel about Callaway?
I mean, that's 2A.
I know that. But still, how you feel about Calhoun?
Okay, what was that score?
21-7, Cedartown.
Okay, 21-7 to Calhoun. Isn't Calhoun the same one that got their butts handed to them by Blessed Trinity?
I think so.
Isn't Calhoun 2 losses or so this year?
Something like that.
All right,
okay, so that ain't the same Calhoun team that you only beat by 2 touchdowns. You're not what offense? Okay, listen, I hear what you're saying, Mr. Wizard. Listen, I give you this. Benedictine has the easiest road because of the brackets, the way the brackets laid out. Yeah. I think
I totally agree.
Now, but when you look at that left side, like I said, North Oconee, Bainbridge, Perry, Cedartown, all of them has to go through each other. So I don't argue your fact of Benedictine making a state championship. My only issue is North Oconee or Perry, that quarterfinal game, the winner of that will beat anybody else left in that bracket.
I don't disagree with you on that. Like I say, the issue is where's the game going to be played at? That's the issue. That's my only issue with it right now.
Whatever your name, what you calling yourself? Listen, what you think about something called Hiram? What is that?
Hey, that's Douglas County, man. Shout out Hiram, man. Douglas County, man. I love y'all Hooters over there.
Hiram lost 5 games this year. They beat Calhoun. You understand where I'm coming from?
No. All right, bro. I don't even care about that. My thing is this. This bottom, the whole left side of the bracket, from Thanksgiving and the week after, it all depends on the coin flip.
I get it, man, but I wouldn't be surprised if, say, you could get a Perry Troop state championship game.
Sounds believable.
I guess.
Once again,
okay, we got a couple of questions in the comment. And okay. First question is:
we got a comment.
What kind of offense and defense does Benedictine run?
A spread.
Spread offense, I know.
Yeah, spread offense and your normal
base 4-3 defense.
Yeah, we're gonna say yeah. That's how we're gonna go with. If you haven't put the eye test on Benedictine, all teams gonna make the adjustment. They either gonna run a 4-3 or a 3-3, or a 3-3-5. But that's what Benedictine does.
Okay, so Daniel James has said, I am definitely a Stockbridge fan. That being said, Stockbridge is arguably the deepest team in 4A. Then they just added a 3 or 4-star running back who just came back from injury, and they have 2 Power 5 cornerbacks who can lock up those wide receivers from Benedictine.
Oh, is that a fact? Give me a second.
Is that a fact?
Give me a second.
One thing I will say about Benedictine. I don't know if you
no, see
Thank you, Daniel.
Give me a second, Daniel.
Okay.
Let me see what you're talking about there, Daniel.
Okay, so Daniel, let me just go ahead and say this. Dro is a bit abrasive in his approach, but he means no harm. I'm going ahead and tell you that now. Please don't get upset. But
look at him now. Now Stockbridge lost to Colquitt County 29-0. They barely beat Southwest DeKalb. They lost to Doherty 33-30. So your defense kind of sketchy. Let me see here. Let me look. Where is Lou Weller? I know who they are.
Hey,
just roll with it.
Don't you talk about Lou Weller now.
That's where his son played.
I know that. That's why I backed off of it. In Hampton, you beat Hampton. Hampton ain't talking about nothing. Let's see, Mount Zion, John Burr. You crushed them. Now Levitt, that's a good win. You beat them 34.
Mount Zion.
Mount Zion out of John Burr. Yeah, and then Woodland.
Middle school could beat Mount Zion, but go ahead.
Woodland out of Stockbridge. Now Pace Academy, I guess that's a good win. I don't know what is Pace in the playoff.
Yeah.
Okay,
Pace going home early.
So I see two good wins on Stockbridge resume. Everything else look like easy money.
All right, what you saying that Stockbridge ain't played. Okay, when Stockbridge played quality opponents, they got blowed out, i.e. Colquitt County. Southwest DeKalb, you mean to tell me Southwest DeKalb is about to fire their head coach, and y'all only beat them by 13? Now, Doherty, granted, I'm with it. Doherty is a 3A school. They got Cam Davis, all-world Cam Davis going to Florida State. And your defense gave up 33, and you lost by that 3.
The Southwest DeKalb game was called at halftime due to weather.
Okay, okay. Now I will say this: I do believe Stockbridge will beat Hateville in the first round. I believe
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
I wouldn't be sure. That is a coin flip because Hateville Charter. Remember, actually, you know what? I ain't gonna even say that. They're gonna be Hateville Charter.
Hateville only won 2 games this year.
They're gonna be.
Don't matter. Don't matter. It's the level of competition. And again, when Stockbridge play anybody, this was one of the teams that I spoke of in the beginning of this podcast show when I said, if you skate through by playing in weak regions, now you finna be exposed. You got to play everybody in this playoff can easily upset you.
Now,
so
I am going to say this about Hateville Charter. Hateville Charter had a tough non-region schedule. I will say that.
That's true.
I will say that. You know, you lose to Newton by 1. You lost to Lee County by 37. You lost to Pebblebrook by 14. You know, you lost to Doherty by 1. You lost to Carver Columbus by 22. And you lost. I don't know how you lost. You should have beat Stevenson, but you lost to Stevenson by 1. And then once you got in the region play, because when you get to play Stevenson, you're in region play. You beat Southwest DeKalb by 1. Yeah, okay, you beat up. I get it. But you come in, you get, I ain't gonna say blowed out, but you got beat down by Westminster. And you handled your business against the last 2 regional opponents, i.e. Miller Grove and Holy Innocent. Stockbridge, be on notice. Hateville is tested. Hateville is coming to play. Hateville is used to being in the playoff. Keep in mind, Hateville is moving up from what?
2A.
I think they came up from 2A or
2A
last year to 4A this year. Don't take Hateville lightly. I do predict you to beat Hateville, but I think it's going to be a close game, though. I do expect it to be a close game. It could go either way, but Stockbridge, I'm only giving you the advantage because I know how your environment is from actually being at that stadium, myself personally. So I know how your environment can be. So that's why I'm giving you the edge.
Newton was starting a first-time starter at quarterback, according to Morris Shields.
Okay, sounds like an excuse to me.
J-Bo said Hateville was in 4A last year, and Carver played them in the second round.
Hateville was in 4A last year?
I don't know about that. I thought they
No, they were because they moved up the other year.
Carver played them in the second round, according to J-Bo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they moved up when they did the prior reclassification. They did move up. They've
been in 4A. This is their third year in 4A then.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Yep.
Well, hold on now. Let me see what Hateville been doing the past couple years.
All right. You know what? Man, we got a whole lot of business to get to.
Oh, man, yeah. You do you. I'm doing this for me. I'm trying to see what Hateville talking about.
Okay. Cool.
We can revisit it.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Robert, how are you? I'm so sorry. You did speak a long time ago. How you doing, Mr. Robert?
So we got 5A up on the screen now. Y'all see 5A, right?
I see 5A. Right.
Jones County does not like me right now because I got them losing to Ware County in the first round.
What you mean? I wouldn't care if they loved you. They still gonna get smashed going down there in that swamp mess with them folks.
I know that. I told you about coming down here messing with these folks. Get your butt in the car. That's what's gonna be said.
Have you ever driven away across from here? Oh my
God. Yes.
Yeah.
So, bless
top half of the bracket.
I will say that Jones County have pulled off some what seemed to be impossible road wins. I thought I'd just insert that.
Yeah, they have, but guess what? Friday would not be one of those.
For sure.
Not Friday.
For sure. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get any pushback on this. Top right, Ware County. I'm sorry, top left, Ware County. Top right, Creekside in the semifinal. Any pushback on that?
What's your bottom? I mean, I know you got Ware and Creekside for the championship, but who do you have Ware facing in the semis and Creekside in the semis?
Well, I don't even want to get to that yet. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Out of the top left and the top right, do you disagree with Ware and Creekside?
Not at all.
Okay. Now we can go to the bottom. I ain't got much conversation up there, right? Ain't much to conversate about. Now, when we get down to the bottom, this is what we got. Cartersville and Jefferson in the semifinals against Ware and Creekside, respectively, in the semifinals.
Jefferson has heating up at the right time.
And
I can see. Yes, I can see. I can see Jefferson and Ware in one finals.
Yeah, they're a sleeper team. They've got talent up there.
Now, keep in mind, Jefferson, they got their 5-star tight end back, they got some other players back from injury. Now they're back healthy. That's why I see. And plus, on top of that, I really feel Jefferson is playing for something this year with the death and the killing of their receiver. They're really playing for something, trying to dedicate the season for him, but they will fall. I think they're going to fall short in the semifinals. That's just me.
Hey, who do you have winning state in that bracket?
Ware County.
Okay. You got them playing Creekside. Okay.
Daniel says Creekside should be the favorite in 5A.
But like I say, a lot of stuff depends on that coin flip in that semifinals, man.
Well, real quick, let me just back up just a little bit. I know a lot of people down in Douglas, Georgia, gonna have an issue with what I'm about to say right now.
Oh, coffee.
I won't sleep on that Decatur coffee game, man. That's all I'm gonna say. I would not sleep on Decatur. In that Decatur coffee game, that could definitely be a Decatur upset.
It could be.
It could be, but I see Coffee pulling that one out. You know what I'm saying? Should they meet in the second round, because anything can happen. But
on paper,
yeah,
look at that and you think, yeah, Coffee should handle their business. But if you watch Decatur and what they have done and their record and they all what they have gotten to get to this point, that can easily be an upset, man.
It could. Now, and I totally agree with you, yo. Decatur, for one, to be a city school, they have proven themselves the past couple of years. And we've had this conversation before. Decatur, what? We've had this conversation before about Decatur. And I totally agree with you, because a lot of people had Decatur signed off last week when they played Chambly for that region title. That's why up top, I got Chambly beating McIntosh. A lot of people.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say a lot of people don't see it that way, because a lot of people think Chambly ain't did crap since the early 2000s.
Well, remember this. I think people counted Coffee out last season, if I ain't mistaken. Was it Cartersville or Calhoun? They went on the road in the playoff game and beat them last year.
Well, you know what though? When you start speaking about Coffee, one of the biggest things that comes up to me is, when's the last time Coffee made it past the third round of the playoff?
When last time Decatur made it?
We ain't talking about Decatur.
No,
We talking about Coffee.
No, but listen,
stick to the
you got those two teams projected to meet in the second round. That's a legitimate question, because Coffee been in the playoff. Where did Decatur come from?
That ain't what I'm at. Decatur's been in the playoff in every region that they've been in.
Oh, it doesn't fit. Okay.
No, listen to me, Joe. Listen to me.
I'm listening. Go ahead. Let me see.
I'm asking this question.
Let me see what this man talking about. I could have swore me and this man argued about Decatur last season or winter season.
I just said we argued about Decatur last year.
Hold on now. I'm looking at their record.
All right. No, forget the record. No, don't look at record. I'm looking at history right now, okay?
1, 2, 3.
I'm looking at history. Coffee. 2 years ago, you made it to the semifinals, right? And you lost to Cartersville. I expect you to lose to Cartersville again, but this time in the third round. All right. 2021, what did Coffee do? You made it to the first round and you lost to Creekside. Another team who I expect to be in the final.
Okay.
What I'm getting at is this. This is what I'm getting at. Coffee. When you get in a big game, your penny seems to get tight.
Let me stop.
Leave it at that.
Let me stop this, man.
What you got for me?
Okay. I hate to do this, but I gotta do it. If I was to stack up Coffee resume against Decatur's, for example, that resume ain't even close. Listen to me right quick. And I'm only saying this because you got them projected to meet in the second round.
Yeah.
I looked at Decatur and I look at the region win. Their region wins came against teams that are bereft of talent. And if you go and check out their schedule, you'll see why I'm saying what I'm saying. Because the first thing that popped in my mind was, I've seen these school names before, but we ain't gonna get into that conversation right now.
Okay.
I'm not buying that. Now, I'm not gonna totally dismiss what you're saying, but don't cast off Coffee like that. Coffee is tested.
I'm not throwing Coffee off like that. All I'm saying is, Coffee, when you go into the second round and you come up here to DeKalb County and you go into the city of Decatur, once you pass Agnes Scott College, don't get afraid.
Did you say DeKalb County?
Yeah, that's where Decatur High School is at.
Did you just say? I know, look, this man. Let me tell you something.
Tell me something.
Hold on, get him, Joe. Get him, Joe.
We know where the talent in DeKalb County is at, and it ain't.
Here we go.
It ain't at Decatur. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying not to go there.
You ain't gotta go there. You ain't gotta go there. You ain't gotta go there.
Decatur, good season, and they may beat Coffee. I'm not saying they won't. I'm just simply saying, for what you're saying about Coffee is not warranted. Coffee is tested. I'm telling you.
I'm not saying. Okay, maybe you're misunderstanding. I do expect Coffee to beat Decatur, to come on the road up to DeKalb County in the city of Decatur and beat Decatur. I expect that to happen. What I am saying is Coffee does what they do and lives off of region championship. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Coffee will not get past the semifinal. That's all I'm saying. I expect them to beat Decatur. I'm showing it on the screen. I expect Coffee to come on the road and beat Decatur.
Okay, is Cartersville strong this year? Because Cartersville don't seem to be as strong as they have been the previous season.
They just had a couple of hiccups in there, but they're not as strong as they used to be.
Coffee can win up there now if they have to go to Cartersville. They can win on the road now. Coffee is one of those teams that's not intimidated by a road game.
And Cartersville.
Yeah, in Cartersville, people said they couldn't win the Calhoun last year, but they did it. Let me look at their schedule right quick. Okay. They had let me look.
Schedule. Okay, Cartersville lost to Bainbridge and Ware County this year. That's what they lost to.
Let me make sure. They had a road win last season.
Oh, last season?
Nope. They lost in the first round last season. They lost to Creekside.
Yeah, on the road.
Okay.
It was on the road. This is what I'm saying, dog.
2 years ago, they went up to Cartersville and lost.
Yeah, they lost by a touchdown.
Yeah.
But the week before, they beat Calhoun at Calhoun. Matter of fact, they played on the road that entire playoff.
Yeah.
Hold on, what year y'all talking about?
In 2020, that's the year I'm thinking about. They played Ola in the first round.
Yeah,
Starmere, Calhoun, then Cartersville.
Yeah.
So look at that score, Wilson. They only Cartersville last time they played them, they only beat them by a touchdown. So what I'm trying to say is Coffee would not be intimidated to go on the road. That's my point.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a strong Coffee team that year also though, Drew.
But the thing is, the key phrase that we are missing out on is home playoff game. What happens at home playoff game?
You get home cooking.
Exactly. And that's what happens in Cartersville. That's what I'm saying. Coffee has no choice but to travel up to Cartersville. Based off I ain't gonna say they ain't got no choice, but based off the coin flip is gonna determine where that game is played at. Once again, quarterfinal, semifinal, coin flip. Like I said, I'm predicting. My prediction is based off of neutral field site because I don't know where the game is going to be played at. If the game is played on a neutral site, I think Cartersville wins.
Okay.
And I'm going to leave it at that. That's where I'm standing at. But I know for a fact, if that game is played in Cartersville, Cartersville is going to win. If that game is played in Coffee is going to win.
I don't know.
That's my only argument that I was saying, Dro. Coffee is battle tested, but Coffee is not Coffee of 2 years ago. You know, they had a chance to lock that region up with Ware, and I think they slipped. And I think they have been playing good ball this year. Didn't they lose to Bainbridge also? And it was kind of ugly. So, you know, I just think you can't go up there in Decatur with that Decatur team slipping and end up catching a loss.
Yeah, okay, I can roll with it.
All right.
Cartersville lost to Warner Robins last year. I think they did.
Oh, the one.
No, Creekside did.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. No, Coffee lost to Warner Robins last year for sure. 22-7.
That was a regular season game, wasn't it?
Correct.
Yeah.
Creekside lost to Warner Robin. Let's see.
I mean, what Creekside? Bottom line is, ain't nobody stopping Creekside. Creekside got the easiest path to the state title game. The only person that can stop Creekside is Creekside. Now, last year, yes, Warner Robinson beat Creekside in the semifinals, 40-15.
Mm-hmm.
But the only team right now this year that can stop Creekside is Creekside. Do you really expect GAC or Loganville to stop Creekside?
GAC ain't strong this year.
Exactly. Loganville ain't strong. Warner Robinson, we don't know what we're going to get. Are they going to keep the transfer players that they got from Cordell over there on Warner Robinson?
Don't put that out. Don't put that out there, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, my bad.
See now, if you do that, we're gonna have to take the show in a different direction, and we don't want to do that.
I'm sorry. It was a joke. It was a joke because Warner Robinson been putting up points the last 2 games, and we ain't seen them do all year. So it was a joke.
Well, they could just be, they're getting hot at the right time.
Yeah,
that's what it seemed like to me.
Do we think Warner Robins can maintain that hotness that they got right now against Creekside?
I think they'll give them a game
on the road. On the road at Creekside?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of Warner Robins fans attest that late crazy start to the OC. And the points that have been put up now is due to the fact that he has been relieved of his duties and someone else has stepped in. So maybe Warner Robins do catch on.
What's ironic about that? Didn't that offensive coordinator come from Coffee?
Oh, wow. Look at that.
But that was about a month ago, though, with that.
I'm just saying that might play into what y'all were talking about. But
I don't see Warner Robinson coming up to Creekside and being Creekside. I don't see it.
I mean, I don't have that in my brackets either, but I know Warner Robins is a team that when you catch, they catch and can ride that all the way to the championship.
And I'm with you on that.
I don't mean to interrupt you.
Once again.
This is your Friday Night Lights podcast show.
Yo, checking in one time for your mind. Stay tuned for your Friday Night Lights every Monday, Wednesday night.
This is your Friday Night Lights podcast show.
I have to go see a man about a minute.
And you better not lose.
Warner Robins is peaking right now.
All right, there y'all go. Okay, I thought I lost everybody for a second.
No, we here.
No, it got too quiet for me.
Yeah, Warner Robins playing good ball right now. I mean, I think, should they meet Creekside, I think it'll be a pretty good game.
All right. Has Danny Jones showed his face yet?
No.
All right.
He is
okay.
not.
All right, we're going to move on to 6A. All right. So we can stay, because like I said, we could talk about these brackets for hours on hours on hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try and maintain us and maintain our schedule.
What's it?
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Make sure y'all look in the private chat.
Oh, I ain't got it up, man. I'm not even okay.
Y'all just be looking in the private chat. I'm sending messages up.
I've been paying attention.
All right.
Why even discuss the 6A bracket? Just give it to Langston Hughes.
If they get a dang on kicker, I mean, I would have done it last year, but
they give it to Langston Hughes.
Langston Hughes don't need a kicker right now the way that offense produced.
Ain't no need of discussing this bracket. For what?
Thomas County Central said they got something
who
to say.
finna beat Langston Hughes?
What about Thomas County Central?
Again, who finna beat Langston Hughes?
I'm just telling you, Thomas County Central said they got something to say.
Okay, again, who finna beat Langston Hughes?
Say what you got to say before December 10th, then, Langston Hughes, or December 9th. Say what you got to say before December 9th, because after that, it ain't gonna be heard.
Deshaun Hunter say Thomas County Central.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Do I really need to speak on that?
Not really. Just get a trophy to Langston Hughes. Just give it to him. Just tell him the 6A playoff been canceled. Hughes is the state champion, de facto state champion. Ain't no need to play in that. If you want to talk about a bracket, that's just a waste of time. It's 6A bracket. Langston Hughes, who finna beat them? Who finna beat Langston Hughes?
Nobody. I don't think a team in the state of Georgia can beat them right now.
Can I just want to say one thing to Thomas County Central. Thomas County Central, get out the first round.
Oh, they'll get out of the first round.
You playing now. Playing now.
No, I'm not serious. Look at Thomas County Central. 2020, what you do? Exit
No.
Hey, that's a whole different team.
That was a different team. That was a totally different team.
I know that, but I'm just saying, all I see, I'm looking at numbers. 2020, 2021. Yeah, you had first round exit.
He ain't listening. Get the sugar dad out your ear. That was not the same. You that's a totally different Thomas County. When I'm telling you they different, buddy. They're different.
I'm with you on that.
And you out of all people should know what that means. You should know what it means.
I'm with you on that, Drew. I'm not tripping on that. I'm not. All I'm saying is I need for y'all to prove it to yourself. Get past the first round because you haven't done it since 2017.
Okay, you got them in the state championship game. So what's your argument about? You literally have them playing Langston Hughes
for the state. They ain't gonna win it. They're not gonna beat you.
Listen. Just move on to the next bracket. Langston Hughes.
Before you move on, go back, please. Because I just need this for my edification. I need to look and see where you have Lee County losing. I'm just curious.
Oh, Lee County.
Yeah, I just want to see.
To Langston Hughes.
To Langston Hughes in the quarterfinal.
Okay.
Because Lee County is gonna have to travel up to Atlanta to play them.
Okay, I see it now.
Although that bracket is definitely Langston Hughes for the championship, that top right bracket is stupid.
Yeah.
Because all year long, Woodward Academy, Lee County, Langston,
Preach.
All of them been ranked all year long in the top 5 and stuff. And then for all of them to be in one bracket, that's crazy.
That's crazy. That it don't make no sense. Now, I tell your team to keep an eye on in the bottom right. North side, Warner Robin. Keep an eye on them.
They hot, they peaking at the right time. They made a quarterback move that have showed up for them. The defense is playing hungry. I can see Northside making a run.
Yeah.
But ultimately, they're playing for the chance to see who's going to lose the Langston Hughes in the state championship.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what we're saying.
Pretty much. Well, they go pretty much. They'll lose to Langston Hughes in the semifinals if they make it past run.
Okay. I just, like I said, I just wanted to, because I didn't see Lee County anywhere in the mix. So that's why I wanted to see. But I got it now.
Yeah, just hand the trophy on to Langston Hughes, because with everybody playing in the playoff in that class, Langston Hughes, unless they had injuries or something, I do not see them losing.
I don't either.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. This is the one that got everybody cracked up. Valdosta fans, I'm gonna say this.
Ooh.
Let me see. We talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trips to Atlanta, and you expect to win by traveling to Atlanta 5 weeks straight, and you expect to win a state title? Valdosta, I'm sorry. That first trip up to Atlanta, it's gonna send you back home to stay.
Let me ask y'all this then. Were y'all really that impressed with Westlake? Be honest. And the reason I say that, when I watched the Cedar Grove game, when they played Cedar Grove, were y'all really that impressed? Or was it Chris? It might have been Chris County.
I'm gonna be honest. The Chris County game was the true Westlake.
Yes, I was gonna say Cedar Grove. They was down some injuries and things like that.
And
No.
because they got in a
Yes,
fight.
they were.
The players,
Let's
yeah, they
be
had
real.
missing players.
No, let's be real. They were down suspended players, not injured players. Suspended players when they played.
They got in a fight in the lunchroom.
Well, they was missing players. God dang.
Yeah, they were missing players. So throw the Cedar Grove game out the window. Take the Chris County game. That was the true Westlake.
Hold on, Wizard, right quick.
Sean.
Mr. Bryant Jr., ain't nobody sleeping on Thomas County Central. We know y'all a good team and everything. Only thing we saying is until somebody beat Langston Hughes, just give the trophy to Langston Hughes. That's all we're saying. We ain't sleeping. Don't start that narrative. Oh, they sleeping on Thomas County Central. No, we ain't. We ain't sleeping on Thomas County Central. Only thing we saying, let's say it together, y'all. Just give the trophy to Langston Hughes until somebody beat Langston Hughes. That's all we're saying.
That's all we're saying.
Exactly.
And we got Thomas County Central making it to the championship game. So nobody is sleeping on Thomas County Central. As a matter of fact, we've given them a shout out for their impressive turnaround from one year to the next.
Exactly. It's like he didn't hear when we were taking up for Thomas County Central, when the Wizard was bashing them. And we're like, hold on, wait a minute, Wizard. That's a different Thomas County Central team, Wizard. He was trying to go all the way back to 2020. Sean must have wax in his ears. He must didn't hear that.
He must just come in.
He must went on. He must just coming in.
He probably just coming on. Welcome, Sean. Please come back. Don't pay no attention to Dro. He's a little, you know.
He got eye boogers in his eyes if he ain't see it.
Yeah. How do y'all feel about Ware County? The Wizard has Ware County winning 5A, playing Creekside. Winning 4A, he had who'd you have? Cedartown playing Benedictine for the state championship. Facebook user.
Yeah, I'm trying to change the screen as you talk, but I know it's a little lag though behind me.
It's all good, but I want to throw this in there. Valdosta, they wouldn't surprise me if they beat Westlake in the first round.
And I'm with you on that. And I got no problem with that.
I don't know. I don't know, simply because they had depending on if their offense shows up. They've been struggling offensively.
You can see it. You can see it. You can see it. They look just like a team we used to get on all the time. You can see it. It's okay. It's
my thing is,
but they defensive front is legit though.
Oh yeah, they have a great defense, but it depends on if their offense can get it going.
No, that ain't what it depends on. What it depends on is how many times can they travel to Atlanta. And I'm being serious about this when I say this. Coming up from the Georgia-Florida line all the way up to Atlanta 5 weeks straight.
They're 18 miles from the border. They ain't on.
That's why I say the Georgia-Florida line.
Check this one out. That Sean Hunter said, well, did y'all get a championship to Cedar Grove too? Yeah, we did at the beginning of the season. We did when the season started. We were like, why even play the regular season and playoffs in 3A? Because just get a trophy to Cedar Grove. Who finished Tennessee? So we already did it. We
Not
did
so fast, my friend.
No. Hold on, yo. I'm just he asked us, did we give it to him? I'm telling him at what point we did. Now, has it changed since then? Yeah, but to answer his question, yeah, we did. We talked about it when the season started. We're gonna get back on that. We're gonna get back on that tonight. Yeah. We're gonna get back on that tonight. I'm just want to get through this 7A bracket so we can get back to the 3A bracket. Because there was a question brought up Monday that we didn't get a chance to answer. So 7A. Any issues with the top quadrant of 7A? Colquitt County, Mill Creek. Nah. They probably work out like
that's a rematch. That's a rematch from what, 20?
All I'm saying is the top bracket of 7A. That's all I'm saying. Colquitt, Mill Creek going to the semifinals.
Okay, go down to the bottom of that bracket.
Right,
you see that quarterfinal? You see that quarterfinal matchup right there?
Between Buford and Carrollton?
There you go. I've been screaming it. I'll scream it again. Carrollton will beat Buford this year in the quarters.
It's the coin flip.
It could go either way. It could go either way.
Coin flip. I'm sorry to say that's a coin flip.
That's one of them games. It don't matter where that game is played, if it's at Buford or Carrollton, because both of those teams are good. You know what I'm saying?
And it also don't matter who win that quarters because they're gonna lose to Colquitt in the semis.
So you saying Colquitt to the championship?
Colquitt and Mill Creek for the championship.
And who you got winning? Who you got winning, yo?
He must be checking it.
Oh, he's thinking about it. He's thinking. Okay.
Or either his phone went out.
It's probably Mill Creek. But knowing him being from South Georgia, he's gonna pick Colquitt. All I know is this. This is all I'm saying. From the Wizards standpoint, them quarterfinals in 7A, at least, it's gonna be some good games played in the semifinals in 7A. Or quarterfinals, I'm sorry. Now, when you get to the semifinals,
the semifinals, any of those semifinal games could be a state championship game.
Any of those 4 teams can be in the state championship, right?
Right.
Based on how everybody's playing, those 4 teams are playing. Any one of those 4 teams can be in the state championship. Any one of those 4 teams can win a state title in 7A.
You know who I don't see?
Who that?
Collins Hill.
Collins Hill didn't even make the playoffs.
Right. Exactly.
And they the state runners or state champs from last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Collins Hill is nowhere on this bracket.
Right.
All right, so that's 7A. So let me go back and pull something up from yesterday. So what we was talking about, so we was looking at the 3A bracket yesterday, and a question came up. Is EP still on? EP. I really need a commercial break right now because I've been holding this for the longest.
I got you, Dr. Otto. I got you.
All right, bet. So give me a second.
This is your Friday Night Lights podcast show.
Yo, checking in one time for your mind. Stay tuned for your Friday Night Lights every Monday and Wednesday night.
This is your Friday Night Lights podcast show.
I got a question, y'all.
What's that?
Okay. If Cedar Grove and Langston Hughes were to play on a neutral field, or either, the onesie or wherever Langston Hughes play, who would win that game this year?
I say Langston.
I say Langston, but I don't know. I mean,
okay. Let's stick with that. Let me tell you why I asked that question.
All right.
Maybe I misinterpreted Deshaun's question
from Monday.
No, just from 8:43 p.m. So about 6 minutes ago. Okay, is Cedar Grove this year dominant like Langston Hughes is this year? Yes or no?
All right, who's gonna answer that question?
I think so.
You think that Cedar Grove with
I would say they're the most.
I don't think so.
I would say they're the most tested because of the strength of their schedule.
And they performed very well, and they had a very, very strong schedule. They're no slouches.
Right. I'm not. Listen, I agree with all of that. But if we were to put this year's Cedar Grove team on the field with this year's Langston Hughes team, would Cedar Grove beat Langston Hughes?
I would say no.
Probably no.
But I would say they would play well against them though.
Yeah. And really the reason would be more so depth than anything else. Coaching probably because I've heard that Langston Hughes has phenomenal coaching as well. But it would more than because of depth in coaching, but not talent.
Okay, so for that reason, does Cedar Grove have? Okay, not for that reason. Okay, the 6A bracket compared to the 3A bracket. That are there any teams in 3A who could give Cedar Grove a game this year in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Are there any teams in the 6A bracket who would give Langston Hughes a game?
No. Nope. Nope. I don't get. Nope.
I don't think they will blow. I don't think they will blow like TCC out or I don't know.
I guess I just want to make it fair because I don't want. Okay, so let me just ask the question straight out. Should we just hand the state championship to Cedar Grove in the 3A bracket?
No. No.
I say no.
I mean, the games are. That's why the games are played.
I mean, they're the reigning champions. So, and then based off the strength of the schedule, everybody's expecting them to do what they did last year. You know, based off who they played so far this year. So they're the team to beat. So, I mean most people would go ahead and say crown them because, you know, based off the strength of their schedule, you know, and their playing capabilities, people are like, go ahead and crown them.
They're the heavy favorite. I'll tell you that much. But
exactly,
anything can happen. But yeah, if I'm in if it's Vegas, if we doing the Vegas thing, yeah.
Right. Listen, there's a team up there in the upper left that I'm looking at. I said the other night that they're dangerous, and that's Thomasville. Thomasville is dangerous. They young, they hungry, they playing with a chip on their shoulder. You know what I'm saying? They got that fight in them this year. You know,
yeah,
that's one team I think. Now with it, I can't say whether the game will be close or not.
I don't know that they get past Sandy Creek though. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I said, I'll tell y'all in a New York minute. I'm not a predictor. That's one reason.
I guess I'm just trying to be fair, Jessica, to the show because I felt like I may have misinterpreted the meaning of his earlier comment. I'm just trying to be fair to him. Now, Deshaun, let us ask you this: are you a Cedar Grove fan, or who's your team?
Is Thomasville, I think.
Yeah, he's a Thomasville fan.
All right.
Oh, here, Thomas. Oh, well, then he ought to be glad. I said Thomasville dangerous. Then Thomasville dangerous. They are dangerous. Now, Deshaun, let me ask you this: do you feel like Thomasville is playing with a chip on their shoulder this year? Do you feel like they're playing like they're hungry? Because that's what it looked like to me. Well, how does it look to you? All right, we could go ahead and discuss whatever we about to discuss until Deshaun answer that question.
All right, so Danny's not on tonight, but Danny asked the question: how do I feel about Cedar Grove versus Calvary Day?
Jeremy Williams, hush. Just shut up. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Cedar Grove playing Calvary Day?
Yeah, that was the question presented. Do I feel Cedar Grove could beat Calvary Day? And here's my answer to that question. I say yes. And the only reason that I say yes is because of this. I don't feel, in my opinion of seeing Calvary Day play, that they have played the talent of a team of a Cedar Grove or any talent that Cedar Grove has played. And I make that statement emphasized by this. Until you get a team on the field with your team, you really would not understand the speed and or physicality of a team. With that being said,
that's true. And you have to look at, their their schedule strength hasn't been strong. And you
And I'm
look
finna get
at
to that.
who they play on that side of,
Yeah,
um,
and I'm finna get to that.
where they are. They don't have a lot of strong teams. They are the strong team over there.
And that's what
So,
I'm finna get to. Calvary
yeah,
Day hasn't played a team that's going to be physical with them. Calvary Day technically really only played one team that was willing to punch them in the mouth, and that was Eagles Landing Christian. But that game got called.
Okay, go ahead, Will.
All right. With Calvary Day, do we, as a panel feel Calvary Day is really battle tested to make a run at 3A? No. I think we all agree they can say no. Because of one, their non-region schedule, and definitely for their region schedule.
What is their depth like?
What does it? The depth ain't. They go at the most. When you look at the
and they're a
sideline,
private school, so they probably don't
no,
have a whole lot.
that first string is what you got. You might have one or two second stringers on both sides of the ball that can come in and maintain a level of play, a level of talent.
Mm-hmm.
But once you get past those one or two positions, the talent level drop. It's a tremendous drop in the talent level.
Mm-hmm.
Because they haven't had to expend the energy to play a full 4 quarters all year.
But they are well coached.
That they are well coached, well disciplined. But
fundamentals can win. I've seen it before. We all seen it before.
Yeah.
Yep. Coney is a prime example.
Here's my thing, and once again, I'm gonna say this on Calvary Day. They have yet really had to play 4 quarters of football. Can Calvary Day play 4 quarters of football and stay in there? Are they in shape to play 4 quarters of football? Because they never had to play 4 quarters of football all year.
We don't know, but I bet I feel like they'll beat a team that may be better than them, but may be undisciplined. I think they'll beat a team like that.
Now,
a team that's undisciplined.
Now, with that being said, that is Cedar Grove's downfall right now. Playing undisciplined. Go back and look at the Carver game.
Well, Cedar Grove, you better not lose.
Yeah, lying.
But why? I'm being real with y'all. It's no leadership. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. Cedar Grove has been very undisciplined the past 2 weeks. Sandy Creek and Carver.
I just had a score that just flashed in front of my eye. I don't know why I keep seeing 24-14. I don't know why I keep seeing it. I don't know.
But what I'm saying is Cedar Grove. Cedar Grove has the talent when they're playing against certain 3A competition to overcome mistakes, which was on display against Carver. Against Carver in this last game, they were able to overcome basically over 200 yards worth of penalties and win the game by 3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that in the playoffs, Cedar Grove.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, can we talk about that lower right bracket, that lower left bracket?
Well, you want to start in the quarterfinals? Hold on, you want to start in the quarterfinals or the second round?
We might as well go and skip to the quarters.
I see it as is. I don't see Peach County beating Sandy Creek.
But you see Cedar Grove beating Calvary Day.
Yes, I do.
But
here go the same joke. He was non-biased to it also.
Yeah, right, but he non-biased, but he sees Cedar Grove beating Calvary Day. But he don't see Peach County beating.
I'm gonna stick to what I said earlier in this season or midway through this season. Cedar Grove is not going to face the talent 4-2. Cedar Grove will not face the level of talent in 3A that they faced in their
But you don't know what Calvary Day coming with though.
Calvary Day ain't coming. Is not coming better than Sandy Creek. I tell you that right now.
How you know that?
Because Sandy Creek gave them problems for the first couple of quarters.
Have y'all watched Calvary Day?
Sandy Creek struggled with Jackson.
Don't
Thank
matter,
you.
bro.
Thank
Don't
you.
matter.
Go back and
Have
look
you
at the.
seen
Go back and
Cavalry
look
Day
at the.
play yet?
Go back and look at the common opponents. Sandy Creek and Pete got 2 common opponents this year. That's Carver of Atlanta and Jackson. Go back and look at those games and look at Pete's performance versus Sandy Creek. I guarantee you. I told you. 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns.
Y'all
Receipt
missing
that.
the whole point. Y'all missing
Receipt
the
that.
whole thing.
No, you missing the point because you done already put Cedar Grove over Cavalry Day, but you don't know nothing about Cavalry Day. So
I've seen Cavalry Day play. Have you seen Cavalry Day play?
No, listen.
Have you
Oh,
seen
okay, so you
Cavalry
have
Day play?
seen them play. You have
Yes, I've
seen
seen them play. Yes.
Okay, what they run?
They run a spread on offense. They run your typical 4-3, or they'll shift to a 3-3 on defense, depending on how your offense is going to come out.
Okay, so how the athlete, what I'm saying is, how
you can't judge their offense because of the level of talent they're playing. They ain't playing no talent at 3A to be able to judge their offense.
It still don't take away from their offensive line, as physical and big as they are. It don't take away from their receiver, the quarterback.
All right.
Come on, Mike.
Bottom line on Cavalry Day. Cavalry Day is not playing no talent in that region.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you a game.
Okay, I hardly heard what you said.
He's gonna send you something.
Now, okay.
He said he gonna send you a game.
Now,
Cavalry Day, I'm assuming.
Cavalry Day ain't got. We already know that Savannah region. Is soft as wet toilet tissue.
Well, why you think Benedictine gonna be in the state championship game if you gonna say all that?
Because Benedictine is playing quality opponents outside of their region.
We looked at Benedictine's schedule.
Benedictine is playing decent. Okay, let me take the word quality back. They're playing decent opponents in their non-region schedule.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Benedictine out of the Savannah area?
Yeah, it is.
And what did you just say about Savannah area?
Dude, the non-region schedule between the two teams is night and day. Are you serious right now?
Listen, man. Listen.
Look at Cavalry Day's non-region schedule. The best team they played is
I've seen it. It's not impressive. I give you that. I'm with you on that. But I'm just amazed at how I just can't see myself putting Cedar Grove, as a loss to Cavalry Day. But you get on here and you tell us you don't know anything about them. You don't know what they're coming with. I'm confused.
Okay. Now, obviously you ain't track. Obviously you been asleep. We don't had the coach on Cavalry Day twice.
Right.
Giving us a little insight to it. Not much, but a little bit.
It just feel like you overlooking them. Okay, I see.
No.
It just feel like you
Ain't
overlooking.
nobody overlooking Cavalry Day. The thing is, like I said, me personally, I have sat back and watched Cavalry Day. Now, you watch film, that's on you. But I've watched the film on Cavalry Day. Cavalry Day, it's hard to judge the level of their talent because of who they're playing. All right, that's what I'm saying. You can't judge Cavalry Day talent because of who they're playing. They're playing inferior opponents.
Okay, well, let me ask you this.
It's just like Peach County going through their region. You can't.
Yeah, but Peach County offset that with a quality non-region schedule. But I really want to know the answer to this question.
What's that?
Let's just say 2, maybe 3 weeks from now, we revisit this conversation. And I'm not saying this is what's going to happen. But what if Cavalry Day does beat Cedar Grove? What are you going to say? No, just listen. What are you going to say about the level of talent then?
It all depends on how the game plays out. That's all I can say.
But see,
because everybody's gonna be watching that game.
He gonna tell us that they had 20 players out with the flu.
Hey, Auntie, this ain't Cordelia, Georgia now. We're in Ellenwood. We're gonna baptize ourselves in the water of Ellenwood.
I disagree with what you're saying, Mike, on one thing. When you mentioned the level of talent that you play, you can't judge the talent of that team. And you mentioned Peach County and their region. And I told you then, I disagree because of this. If your talent is shown to be surpass your opponent, you can't judge that. If Peach County go up against a lesser opponent and they win 24-16, I can see you saying it. But when Peach County going up against a less opponent, they hanging 50-0 on them. That shows the talent of that team. So if Cavalry Day going to go up against lesser opponents, and they're exposing them to be lesser opponents, putting up 40 and 50 points, you can look at that team and say what kind of talent they have.
Hey, hold on real quick, guys. Look at what Dennis said, and then the Wizard Jeffrey Murray is finally on. He said, read what he said about Cavalry Day. I'm gonna put it up.
Okay, so Dennis, Oconee seems to be. I'm not gonna. They don't seem to be as strong as they have been the past couple of years. What's your take on Oconee? I don't know if Oconee could beat Cedar Grove this year. I don't know.
No,
but I will say that region is tough. You know,
I will say this.
Go ahead.
Oconee will be the Daresville. I will say that.
If they playing in Watkinsville, they will.
No,
they can
no, they're going to be the Daresville on the road.
I'm talking about Cedar Grove.
Daresville ain't played nobody. They had all cupcakes. Daresville had all cupcakes. Now, real fast, Jeffrey. Let me see. Is this the dude I called out? Jeffrey.
Yes,
Murray?
Jeffrey Murray. That's him. Welcome, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, I'm glad you joined us.
And welcome, Dennis.
Yes, sir. Now, the reason I called out Jeffrey at the beginning of the show because he was on the FNL page, talking very, very absurdly. And I'm going to say it like that. So, Jeffrey, I'm the one that you was talking with. So, what I need to do, let me go back to the page and catch your comment. Because it was so long ago, I totally forgot about you because you didn't show up in the beginning. I thought you was going to show up earlier.
But we thank you for showing up.
Yeah, thanks, Jeffrey. Appreciate that.
No, that's that. Let me see if I can find your comment. Let me see if I can find your comment. Dooley County. That's who you was talking about. Dooley County. He said Dooley County won't make it out of Vienna. Got Jenkins effed up. I'm like, huh?
Vienna.
Yeah, Vienna. Whatever. You know what I'm saying.
I'm just saying the country.
Yeah. So then he said Joko overrated. He said, ask me, who your team, fool? I told him. He said, I don't know nothing about South Georgia football. So I said, on top, all right, then fine. An hour ago, I said, come to our podcast right now. I said that an hour ago. And you just not showing up.
You talking about Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Where you been, Jeffrey? See how we do things around here. When we extend.
Yeah, Jeffrey, you've been missing out on the whole conversation.
Yeah, we about to end the show. See, now he sent you the invitation and things, and you just not showing up.
We appreciate you showing up, though.
We're going to 9. Since he on, we're going to 9:30.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he gave you some time.
Here's the question, Jeffrey. Do you want to come on live and let your voice be heard?
Come on, Jeffrey.
Make a decision, yes or no.
We want to talk to you.
Come on, Jeffrey. We welcome you on the panel to talk tonight.
Come on, Cletus.
All right.
Hi, Ellis Ferguson. We did do Class A. Which one? D2 or D1? What do you want us to go over?
EP, can you send him the link, please? All right.
Who's your team, Isaiahs?
And are we saying your name correctly?
Well, we're just gonna call him Ferguson for now. Ferguson. But so as we had a discussion,
it's listed on the page as well.
Yeah. All right, yo. We got to go. Let's back before we even get to round 3. Let's back up to round 2.
Oh, okay. Lincoln County. All right. Now that's Lincoln County is a program full of tradition.
Yes.
Yeah, we know who Lincoln County is, the Red Devil. But
okay.
What's been going on with Lincoln County the past few years? We seem like they've been kind of up and down on Ferguson. We'll wait for you to answer that. Go ahead, Wilson.
My question is, I know we started a discussion on Monday about this bottom left quadrant. before round one, it is what it is. Let's get to round two because it's two possible. I don't know if you want to call them upsets that can happen in round two, but Stevens County and Savannah Christian ain't to be taken lightly in round two.
True.
Stevens County and
Savannah Christian.
I agree with that.
What's up,
Jeffrey
Rocky
Murray.
from Brooks County?
Tell
What's
Jeffrey
going
Murray.
on?
Tell Jeffrey Murray
Rocky.
this link been sent to him.
Jeffrey, you got the Jeffrey Murray. You got the link sent to you. Check your messages. Check your Facebook messages. You might have to go in somewhere and see where you get the messages that don't come from your friends.
Let me put it this way: if your team, if you're a higher ranked seed, and you lose to Savannah Christian in the playoff, disband your football program. Don't even compete next year. Disband.
All right. So at 9-11, on 11-9, I'm gonna mark this receipt. Cause Pete County, if you lose in that second round, boy, ooh, and I expect the same. Hold on, listen.
No, Peach County will not lose the first 3 rounds. They will win by 14 points or better.
Let me finish. And the same thing goes for Cedar Grove. If Cedar Grove loses in the second round, we both coming at each other.
Okay.
That's all.
Fair enough. Enough.
I don't care how you want those second round games for both schools, Peach County, Cedar Grove. You can't take those teams lightly, regardless of the region that they come out of.
Not at all.
Exactly.
Hold. Let me just say this. Who's the most dominant team that has shown in 3A over the history of this 3A program?
I mean, we know the answer to that, but
okay, Peach County. Okay, Peach County. Hold on, follow me right quick, Joe.
Yeah.
Who's been the dominant team in the last 6-7 years in 3A?
Cedar Grove.
Okay. Savannah Schools coming into 3A and possibly have to meet in the second round against the 2 juggernauts of 3A. And all y'all are saying don't take them lightly. Peach County and Cedar Grove will welcome both Savannah schools, single A private, to 3A. Well, welcome them handily.
Well, let me tell you why I say that. Let me tell you why I say that. Because of what I mentioned the other night about the whole Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde deal. That's my whole hang up right now. Which team is going to show up?
We had that talk, Joe. We had that talk.
Right. That's what gives me pause. The whole Dr.
Right. Like you don't have that definite confidence saying I'm totally saying I'm with the team all the way, but I can't just say they finna do this and that because I don't know which team gonna show up.
Yeah, because they got to show up Saturday first.
Exactly.
I mean, they better not overlook who's standing across the field from them because you got to think
the first thing they gonna want to do is knock Peach off.
Yeah, every team that plays Cedar Grove and Peach gonna want to beat them. That's a given. They're gonna give them their A game. I expect.
But this is their Super Bowl. You already know that. We dealt with that last year, so of course they're gonna want to do that again.
Right,
Joe.
Yeah.
You and I stood in the parking lot for over an hour talking about this.
Right.
I say again, that Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde team that showed up in 3-4 games this year is over with. This team is locked in, dialed in, and ready to make this run. I receipted that. I said it. Mark my words.
Okay.
We hear you, bro.
I'm gonna stand with him on that.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome.
Glad to have you.
Appreciate y'all adding me, man. I've been wanting somebody to do something like this for a long time for high school.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Well, you can catch us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights, and sometimes Tuesday and Thursday on special editions.
And Saturday.
Are y'all gonna do basketball also?
Well,
Oh, look at the
We
time.
we talk basketball about it, but it's usually, by circumstances.
Circumstances.
Okay.
But
We talk basketball. We talk all sports, but mainly we're high school. It's high school football, but especially during the off season, we do talk basketball.
yeah, 'cause most of
Okay.
us like to be playing past Thanksgiving.
Well, I will. Well, my school is a basketball school, but we've been trying to get the football program right, and I feel like with the new classifications, we finally got an opportunity that we ain't got to battle all these recruiting
And
schools.
who's your
Schools, you
school,
know what I'm
sir?
saying?
Who's your school, sir? Don't
I'm
slide that
Jenkins.
by.
I'm Jenkins County. I'm a
Oh,
War Eagle.
Okay, all right,
okay.
all right.
Down there with
Okay,
Millen.
Jenkins County.
Is that Millen?
Yeah, that's Millen.
Okay, Country Wayne. Okay.
Down
Oh
16,
yeah,
ain't
yeah, 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 yeah. That's right,
Yeah.
Country Wayne from here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
How did they do in football this year?
7-3. We lost. We lost to McIntosh Academy in 4 overtimes,
Okay.
and they was like 9-1. We lost to Johnson County by 2 touchdowns, but after a rain delay, we was winning that game after 2 rain delays. Then, they was dropping players like flies, and all of a sudden, after these 2 rain delays, they come out and hit us with 2 quick touchdowns, and the game never, we can never recover. So, and then we lost to Scriven County by 1 point.
Okay, and what classification are you, sir? You sound like
Okay.
Class A. Are you Class A?
Yeah, we Class A Division 2.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Division 2. Okay.
I got
So
you.
when you said Streetman, I was like, okay, so you Class A. All right.
Yeah, we Class A.
And y'all lost to Johnson County. Johnson County a good team this year. Let's see. And
They normally are a good team in that region. They have been for the last 4 years since they switched over to the triple option offense. They've been a good team. They kind of solidified their team.
okay,
And they've been
okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
they just had the running back to break Herschel Walker high school record over there in Wrightsville, Jamavi Tucker.
I heard that. Somebody
Yeah,
posted that. I seen that.
he started as a freshman. He was a little short, about 5'8", about 200 pounds, low to the ground, and real fast. And he run that little fullback at that little A back spot right there on that option, and he hit the hole quick and he gone. So
All right, cool. And who do y'all have in the first round?
we got Dooley County.
Oh, okay. And then now, what's your thoughts on Dooley County?
From what I seen from Dooley, they're athletic and they got some big guys up front, and they got some. They like to throw the ball around quite a bit. They got a running back from I think number 3. He's shifty and he can break one off on you real quick. And they like to get the ball out their hands real quick to the wide receivers. I think number 4 is one of them. They like to get the ball in their hands too on the screen game a lot. Number 11, I hadn't seen him run much, but he is athletic. And like I said, they do got some big guys up front, and they're real lengthy on defense. So
What you got? How you guys gonna respond to that? Y'all got some secondary players?
We got speed. We got probably one of the fastest teams you'll see in single A on defense.
Okay.
And we got some weapons on offense. We got a fullback that's a big fullback that can take it to the house, 200-pounder, 6-foot kid. We got two B backs that can take it to the house, a shifty quarterback. And we don't throw much, but we can. But my main thing is our defense. Most teams have trouble crossing the 50-yard line on us, and we do take the ball away.
So how many points have y'all allowed this season with your defense?
I think I read it at 80, 83.
Wow.
Something like that. About 83, 84.
8 points. So about 8.3 points a game.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Y'all make sure y'all make a note of that now. Y'all you wrote it down? You got it?
We're gonna be watching for y'all in these playoff brackets.
Remind
Well,
me.
like I
Remind me,
say,
are y'all ranked? I can't remember.
we're number 11.
Okay.
How far do you think this team will go in the playoffs?
I looked at our bracket and I said we got it kind of favorable. We can. I got us. We're gonna have to upset. We need an upset. We need somebody to maybe get rid of Bowden or Manchester. But and I feel like Charlton is another team that we match up good with because they like to throw it around a lot, and our front five just not gonna allow you to throw the ball down the field like that. They're gonna put some pressure on you.
Okay.
And we do take the ball away. Now the teams that we have struggled with are power smash mouth teams. A team McIntosh that'll come out and consistently make a commitment to run the ball down your throat that'll break your will. Those are teams that we struggle with. But if you got a team full of athletes and you think you're just gonna come out there and throw the ball around, it's not gonna work like that. You're gonna find yourself going backwards real quick. That's
okay.
That's a lot of single leg. That's the same thing with McIntosh. Us and McIntosh are built the same. Even ECI. ECI might got about 3 wins this year, but don't sleep on Emmanuel County.
Yeah.
Because they got the pedigree.
So
Emmanuel County.
So
And
Mr.
they
Murray,
did beat Lincoln County.
really?
They beat Lincoln County.
So Mr. Murray, we have a mantra on this show. And our slogan is you bet not lose.
Right.
You bet not lose. I like that.
Bet not lose. So what we are saying to you is
I bet not lose.
You better not lose. You don't came out here and talk that team up. You don't talk your team up, but you better not lose.
I'm gonna put pressure. I'm gonna put pressure on my guys because I believe in them, and I look them in the eyes, and I would tell them that I want them to respond. If you ain't got the pressure on you, then you don't need to play the game.
Okay, so just understand, we want you to stick around too.
Exactly.
I'm gonna stick around. I love football.
We want you
Man,
to stick
like I said, I've been wanting somebody to come up with a show like this so people can come on and do the high school thing. And I'm gonna be here for it.
Will you show up? Will you show up, win or lose?
Win or lose, I'm gonna show up.
Okay.
Right. All right. And even if we're talking about y'all, you can't run,
right.
take your tail running.
Bring it. Bring your helmet.
Lay
Bring
it
that
out,
helmet.
Jessica. Give it to him, Jessica. Lay it out for him.
The jokes are coming. Understand.
Oh, I know that. I'm a Cowboy fan. I can take it. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. So
hey, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here, bro.
Cowboy fan.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, he used to it. Yeah, he a Cowboy fan. He used to it.
hey,
Cowgirl fan.
Oh, okay. You must be an Eagles fan.
Just as a quick recap now, can y'all run it back to me what he said about his team? Just a quick synopsis.
He said they
No.
Okay.
No, he
Hey, I like ECI to be McCray this weekend. I really think ECI is a good team. If y'all model after that ECI McIntosh, I look for y'all to do big things in this playoff. Now I don't know how far you'll go.
We just beat ECI, matter of fact, 2 weeks ago in ECI.
I think my brackets have you quarterfinals, but I have to look back at that. I didn't know much about you all this year, and I got some family from Jenkins, man. Stay around. I mean, from Millen, man. Stick around so we can talk about that. I see if you know some people I know.
No, we probably can.
Everywhere, babe. That's where Sharif Cooper and his family is originally from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you might be kin to Country Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, Country Wayne. We might have to get Country Wayne on the show.
I don't know. He might be at that playoff game. He normally do come. He'll come and show his support.
Well, tell him to come on.
Oh, but that's good.
So listen, I want to get down to why you were invited on here. Apparently you had an exchange today, on the show, I mean on the page. And so we want to kind of get into depth a little bit. So can y'all explain what happened? Because I wasn't on there. I had meetings all day.
So he basically called me a fool and told me I don't know nothing about South Georgia football.
I did. One of my partners made a. That's how I ran across it, because I see where my partner said something, and I backed him up. I said, "Yeah, man, what they talking about? I like Jenkins all day." And then he I think he said something, and I'm like, "Man, you don't know nothing about no South Georgia football." Just really just
come on the podcast
just talking
tonight.
and hyping it up, really. Y'all was just really talking and hyping it up. I don't know you from a can of paint, man.
Oh no, trust me. Yeah, trust me. Thirsty didn't get offended by that. This is what we do. We welcome this. We like to talk, smack right back at you. Now I appreciate. Oh, shout out your homeboy that got you. That tag you in, whatever, that get you on this page. Shout out your homeboy for that.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
Yeah, I think in y'all bracket, and the brackets have been taken down. Are they in that bottom left?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, yeah, I got Lincoln County. I got Lincoln County coming out of that, and I think I got Lincoln County winning it all. Now, if you face Lincoln County and beat Lincoln County, then and only then can I respect you. I don't know much about you this year, but if you beat Lincoln County, bro, just know you got your respect.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: ECI beat Lincoln County, and we beat ECI.
Used to be.
ECI went over to Lincoln and beat Lincoln, and we went over to ECI on homecoming and beat ECI.
Hey, some teams match up better with others.
They do. They won that power football.
Yeah,
that wing team, which is
Robert Thomas, we did go over that bracket, but it'll be posted in a group. You should be able to catch it in a group.
Yeah, you're right. Styles do cause fights. Styles make fights. Different styles make different fights. And
exactly,
like I said, a team that I look at that bracket and everybody like to throw it around, and you got to play power football where we come from, because we're gonna play ball control offense. We're gonna eat the clock. We got run that little option. We're gonna take 2 or 3 yards at a time. We're gonna eat the clock, and we're gonna play defense.
Especially if y'all running that big boy, y'all gonna eat that clock. Okay, it's gonna probably take a lot of folks to take his butt down. Yeah,
right. And we got a little quarterback that he hard to find. So it's built if you're a throwing team and you get behind, then that defense can get to start to play with a lead. It could cost you. And then it's vice versa. If we get down early, that's a different look now, because now we got to come out of our element and we got to try to score a lot of points. I think our threshold is about 35. We can keep it in the 25 to 30 range. We could beat most teams, but if it's up in the 30s and the 40s, that's a bad night for us. That's how I analyze it.
All right. Real talk. That's some honest stuff. That's big up.
Well, we certainly look forward to it, and I'm certainly gonna keep an eye on Jenkins. And thank you for giving us some insight. We always want insight from different schools, because we don't want to keep talking about the same schools over and over and over and over again.
Definitely.
So we appreciate you coming on and talking to us and keeping the energy going with Thirsty. Please.
Hold on. I'm still gonna hit him with the same Jeff I gave him.
What's that?
I'm still gonna hit you with it, because I know I hit you. Hold on, was it you or your boy? Oh, your boy John Vaughn. I hit with it. Both of y'all can get it. Hold on, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again for the
fans. Hey man,
Jenkins, y'all got to show up this Friday.
They got to show up.
We got to show up. You're right. We're right. I mean, we got a home game, so That's a
Who they
plus.
have? Macon County. Who y'all have?
No, we got
Oh, you said
Dooley
Dooley.
County.
Dooley. That's right.
And Dooley done played some tough teams. Their record is 5-5, but they done played a couple hard nosed teams too. So
Yeah.
they battle tested.
Yeah, the Wizards don't like Dooley.
Well,
You got athletes over there now.
They do. They're a basketball school, and from what I've seen with their athletic program, they train year round. They got a good system over there. They train year round. Like as soon as the season over with in basketball, they back at it. They training from
the way you talking, they should start getting the basketball and the flows mopped up because it look like they season will be over with after Friday.
Yeah, it should be over with. It should be over with. They don't come. If they can't play power football, then they going home.
Curtis Blow time, sis. Curtis Blow.
All right.
Basketball is my favorite sport. I love it. They're jumping up and down the court.
Say basketball.
Okay, guys. So
going fishing.
It's getting late. It's 9:30. We want to thank you so much, Mr. Murph, for coming on and speaking with us. We want to thank everybody out there in podcast land for coming out and engaging with us. You don't understand how much that makes us feel, how good that makes us feel. Shout out to the Wizard for his predictions and all of my panelists, my co-panelists. Just appreciate you. Just a great show tonight. None of this could be done. We feed off of each other, and I just appreciate all of you guys. Quick reminder: if you want to do the pick'ems for this week, make sure that you get them in Friday by Friday 6 p.m.
Yep.
We're about to end the show tonight, but please make sure that you come back on Friday night after the games are over. It's usually around 11. Yeah. We try not to get you too late.
11.
Oh, and Saturday.
Right. Quick question. I know that there's some schools. I know that there are some schools in South Georgia who are closing school on Friday due to the weather, the potential weather. Do you think it's gonna be it's gonna affect some of the football schedules?
We think so.
Because there's a lot of school closures that are happening in South Georgia right now.
Oh yeah, that's right, because of that storm.
I'm assuming they're gonna have to play some on Monday.
If that's the case, then I would already been slated to go for Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or they're gonna do them on Monday. That's all I can think of. If they don't do them, because there's a referee shortage, you can't have them all on Saturday. So
right, because they got some on Saturday already.
Yeah. So it's a new season, people.
Yeah, we just played our Thursday night game.
Yeah, so it's a new season. Everybody is 0-0. Wish everybody the best of luck. And if there's nothing else from the podcast crew, we just thank you all so much, and make sure y'all come back Friday night around 11 p.m. so we can be here to do this all over again.
We love you, nephew.
I appreciate y'all for having me.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for
coming on. We appreciate you coming on.
Welcome to the
Good
world,
night,
nephew. Welcome.
Tune in.
This is your Friday Night Live podcast, photo and entertainment, and Middle Georgia sales and services. Coke, don't worry about Pepsi.
I had to go see a man about a meeting.
Look at here.
A-Town down.
And you better not lose.
Tune in.
Not so fast, my friend.
You better say it with your chest.
Come on now, shout it.
And you better not lose.
And you better watch your mouth now.
I am a Lego.
Better shut your mouth.
Yes, I am. I don't mean to interrupt.
Better say it with your chest.
Let's get it.
And you better not